oh my God, she's singing to me, right? Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Oh, let me tell you, tonight is the top 13, and there was so many great song choices. So Ryan came out and introduced the contestants and then the judges. And then they had the contestants introduce new ways of voting for Idol in like an informational type pre-recorded segment that was, you know, whatever, it was okay. It was kind of little funny bits and stuff in it, you know. And they announced that you can start voting from the beginning of the show. So during the show, you can actually vote as soon as it starts. So I voted during the show tonight, so I've already put in my votes after each one performed, you know, when I tweeted and stuff like that, I voted. That was a great thing. Also, before each performance, we got 5 things you didn't know about each contestant in 20 seconds. The theme tonight is This Is Me, and what it is a song that they chose that they think defines them as an artist and as a person. That's a lot to encompass. And Randy Jackson was in the Jimmy Iovine role. He was mentoring and giving comments on the contestants right while they were walking out on stage getting ready to perform. Alright, housekeeping is done. Dexter Roberts was up first with All In All by Chris Young, and I liked him even when he just stands there and sings. Not that there's anything special, but just that he knows who he is and he kicks the heck out of his lane every time he gets up. Keith said he's such a likable guy and said it's a good job. Janelle said she liked everything but wondered how do we make it more Dexter. Harry said he's singing out of tune and told him to use his personality more. Malaya Watson was up next. She did Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars, and she came out with great energy, but it wasn't as powerful and as clear in the verse as she was in the chorus. I think the band was just a little overpowering, you know, the sound was just coming through a little more than she was, and I feel like she needs to find a more perfect fit for a song for her voice. J-Lo said she commands the stage in a way a superstar is supposed to. Harry said she seemed a little nervous. Keith said her energy is contagious to watch. Then Kristen OConnor came up and did Beautiful Disaster by Kelly Clarkson, and I liked the first half of the song so much. It was so pretty and engaging. For me, it just came off a little too screechy in the second half. She wasn't hitting the really high notes, but it just was like, there was something about the forwardness of her tone. I felt like she could have softened it and rounded it out a little bit more. Harry said she sang it out of tune. Keith said it was a good song choice because she was able to show range, control, and dynamics. J-Lo told all the contestants to share a moment up there, meaning they're so nervous and they want to think about all this stuff. She said, don't overthink it. Just get up there, you know, do what you got to do, get up there and share a moment with the audience. Good advice, J-Lo. And if you're liking my commentary here, you think it's good advice, you think that I'm doing alright, you know, talking about the performances and letting you know what was going on, make sure to thumb it up for me and let me know that you are enjoying it. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your thumbs. Next up was Briley. He did Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. And this was funny because Randy said he needed to slow it down. And it started off at like 200 miles an hour, baby. But he was handling it well, and that was understanding the lyrics. He said he starts all his shows with this song, so he was very familiar with it and very comfortable, and it really showed. I thought he did a great job. Keith said the tempo was a little quick. J-Lo said she loved it and it made it more his own. Harry said it was unquestionably the best of the night. So far, we got quite a few to go. It was only 4 people so far. CJ Harris was up next. He did Radio by Darius Rucker, and his vocal started out a little choppy on this, but he was right in a good place by the time he hit the chorus. I liked the song choice, but I thought he could have picked something to connect better with the audience. This was just kind of a like, I mean, it felt to me like, I think someone said that it was kind of a song that you would do in a 10-song set or something like that. It wasn't really overly personal. J-Lo said it was really good. Harry said he wished he could have sung something with that cry in his voice and called it an okay song choice, which got a whole lot of boos from the audience. Keith said this is a side to him we haven't seen. MK Nobilette was up next. She did Satisfaction by Alan Stone, and she had a lot of confidence from the start of this song, and that was nice to see. It kind of went in and out though as she kept going. It fit her voice pretty well though until she got to the little falsetto part. That wasn't too good, but the rest was really nice. The breakdown into the ending was really nice also. I liked the way that went. And did Keith stand for her? It looked like when it cut the first time that he was standing up and then they came back and he was sitting down, so I don't know. Harry suggested she fill out the song even more when she's not singing, because he was saying, you know, when you finish one phrase and you're going, before you go to the next one, you're kind of just sitting there waiting for it to come in. And that is something with singers that you just learn as you go along and as you do it. You know, you learn to be feeling the music the whole time. Ah, da, da, da. Do, 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 you know, so you're just not just sitting there waiting. counting for the next part to come in, you know. But anyway, she's very new and she is growing by leaps and bounds. Keith said her ability to connect into her voice is inconsistent. J-Lo said it was smart for her to do a song like that. Next up we had Majesty Rose. She did Tightrope by Janelle Monae, and I love this song and I love Janelle Monae, and anybody who sees me knows that I do. And I was so excited to hear her do this. She had a wonderful sound on the beginning verse, but I could see she was just really thinking hard about getting out those rapid fire lyrics, you know. And for her, you know, being new to the song and everything, it was da 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 da. And so da da da. And so she was kind of, you know, but she finally got into the rhythm by the time she hit the chorus, and she really relaxed and started having a little fun, and her voice opened up after that. And that last note, she just tore it up. Keith said it was a killer song choice and said she needs to become more confident. J-Lo said she has her own style and individuality and called it a great performance. Harry said it was terrific and said there's so many types of music she has the ability to sing. Jena Irene was up next. She did The Scientist by Coldplay, and I am crazy about the richness of her voice and the way she pronounces her vowels. You know, this is from a trained singer. You can just tell that she it just like she wraps them in a blanket and just delivers them to you with all this love. Very well rounded even when she hits the high notes. This is a rangy song and she made it sing very easy, and that ending was wonderfully tender. J-Lo said she has such a unique voice with power. Harry said he felt her connection to the lyric and said she makes interesting choices on the melody. He said when she leaned into it, it worked. Preston was up next with A Beautiful Mess by Mraz, and he always makes interesting song choices and gives them his own. And I wrote, okay, so I got distracted. I wrote, oh my God, Alex and Sierra from X Factor were in the audience, and I got distracted, and it's true, I really did. I was listening to him, and then they came on the screen, and I was like, who? Alex who? But he gave this his own feel, had a few little issues in his falsetto, but overall I really enjoyed the performance and the treatment of the song. It was a really nice arrangement and he did really great with it. Harry said it was a good tune for him and cautioned him to try and sing in tune. He said he was singing out of tune most of the time. Keith said he pulled him in with his introspective performance. J-Lo said she was caught up in the mood he created. Next up we had Jessica Meuse. She did The Crow and the Butterfly by Shinedown, and this was a lot better song choice for her voice than last week in my opinion. Love that she chose something with a little bite that let her vocals soar and gave her, the judges said it later, gave her that dark emotional appeal. Keith said it was a bold but cool song choice. J-Lo said it gave her goosies and said it sat in her sweet spot. Harry said he thought it was strong and showed a different side to her voice. Then Emily Perez did Glitter in the Air by Pink, and she had me mesmerized doing this performance. Beautiful sound and great emotion. She was working the camera at one point, just staring all up in my face and stuff, and then looking me right in the eye, and I felt very personal. You know, I was just like, oh my God, she's singing to me, right? J-Lo said it's a tough song and she sang it beautifully. Harry agreed with J-Lo. Keith said it was one of his favorites of the night but asked her for more edge. Sam Wolf was up next. He did Unwell by Matchbox 20, and I wrote he's got a nice enough voice but really needs to find what makes him special and use that more to his advantage. He was good at addressing the audience in the performance. I saw him looking out and really connecting to people and looking for people to connect with, and he seemed very comfortable on stage. Harry said it was a little too perfect to match the sentiment of the song. Keith said the tempo was a little slow but called him captivating. J-Lo said he sings perfectly but needs to come alive on stage. She said it's a little bit of a deer in the headlights thing with him a lot of times. Caleb Johnson was up next, did Pressure and Time by Rival Sons, and he never disappoints in bringing the rock show. He's a real rock star. I don't know this song, but I love the way it sounded in his voice. He seemed to hit all the right moments and gave me a show. You know I'm here for the show, baby. Where's the show? Let me get my popcorn. He was performing. J-Lo and Keith stood for him. Then Keith said he has serious pipes. J-Lo said he's ready for the rock star life, and Harry said he killed it. What did you think of the performances tonight? Who was your favorite? I absolutely loved the current songs that were brought tonight. I loved the energy of the show. I was so engaged and I felt like it flew by at a really nice clip. Keep it up, American Idol. Keep them from putting us to sleep. Alright, Candace Glover will be performing on the Results Show tomorrow night, so I hope to see you guys there. I have listened to her CD. I love it. I probably won't do a review of it, but I am listening to it on Spotify and I am really enjoying it. Okay, this is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. I am out. Peace.